Imagine being harassed for months to pay a debt you don't owe.
It happened to a Taylorsville woman, and when she couldn't get the company to budge, she decided it was time to call KSL consumer investigator Matt Gephardt. Matt?
Dave, Debbie, good evening. You know, if a scammer racks up a bunch of charges, legally, you don't owe the debt. So then why is this woman being told not only does she owe, but she's being threatened if she doesn't pay?
Yeah. No,
It has been more than 4 years since Luann Schneedeman and her husband closed their business and retired. Back then, they had EFS fuel cards that they used to keep gas in their fleet, but that fleet has long since been sold off. And those cards?
And shredded all of them.
So imagine Luann's surprise when she got this bill from EFS. It says that one of the cards was used several times over the course of a week last November, and now she owes $499.
So we knew it was fraud, and we told them that right from the very beginning.
But they did not want to listen.
Because they just kept saying, you owe this bill for $499, and the clock was ticking on the interest, and it was really adding up.
When Luann refused to pay, she says the company's debt collectors grew more and more aggressive.
You could not get a word in edgewise. It was just, you have to pay this, you have to pay it now, you owe this money, I don't care if it's fraud, it's your responsibility. Da, 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 da.
Sick of being badgered over a debt that she does not owe, Luann decided it was time to call me. You ask, KSL investigates.
Collectors can only demand what's contractually owed.
Overly aggressive debt collectors are one of the reasons that John McNamara has a job. He is an assistant director with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. I told him about Luann's battle, and he says she is right to fight back.
The consumer should demand proof. A legit collector will provide it. A bad one or a scammer will try to bully their way through the consumer's concerns and keep demanding money.
And continuing to try and collect a debt that is being disputed is actually against the law. Luann could file a complaint with the CFPB. But no need to involve federal regulators on this one. We reached out to the company on Luann's behalf, and this time, the pushback stopped. In an email, a company spokesperson did not address those aggressive collection efforts or really anything else, writing, quote, "As I'm sure you can understand, we cannot discuss the details of any of our customers or former customers' accounts." The company did, however, talk to Luann, apologizing and waiving both the debt and the late fees. Luann says she is glad to finally have the debt resolved, but is frustrated that it took a call to a TV station to get there.
And it's ridiculous.
If you find yourself dealing with an overly aggressive debt collector, you can file a complaint with the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau or the Federal Trade Commission. Short of that, you can take them to court.